Welcome to benchQA, the smarter way to automate your K2 smart forms and K2 workflow testing. benchQA was designed and developed from the ground up by Velocity, using knowledge acquired over a decade working with K2. Let's see benchQA in action. To design a new benchQA test script, open the benchQA Test Designer interface. You can either create a new test project or load an existing one. In this instance, we will go ahead and load an existing project. The project loads in the Solution Explorer, and the test script is loaded in the right-hand design canvas. It's easy to switch between test cases by simply double-clicking on the various test case files in the benchQA Solution Explorer. benchQA allows testers to manage runtime test state by defining and using custom fields. In this example, the expense claim category needs to be set to Other Expenses during test execution. Any number of custom fields can be defined and leveraged to control the test case's state. benchQA offers an easy-to-use toolbox to construct test cases with. These controls allow the test developer to build up the test and configure the runtime behavior, like populating K2 smart form controls with lookup values or setting conditions for test failure. Deep integration exists with K2. For example, K2 smart objects can be leveraged to source data from, to be used in tests, or execute smart object methods for test case initiation. Toolbox items are easily configured using wizard-style screens. In this example, a K2 smart object method is configured to be called during the test case execution. Familiar constructs are used to configure K2 smart object method input and output values. The expression browser can easily be used to define these input and output values. Context from the other forms also exists and can easily be used for this mapping. In this instance, we are going to use the values stored in the expense category custom field we created earlier. Smart object output values are easily mapped using the same method as the K2 smart object input mapping. In this instance, we are creating a new custom field, on the fly, to save the K2 smart object method's runtime value into. Setting up a test failure assert is very easy. Simply drag and drop the toolbox item on the canvas and configure the condition and the action. Notice how we use a custom field value in the expression. Next, we simply drag the assert failure item onto the canvas. Notice benchQA auto-indents the item to show it's part of an if-then action. The timer delay allows you to control the execution speed of the running tests, and allows for pauses to be built into the test. All configurations can leverage the Context Explorer to ensure values are not hard-coded into the test cases. To execute a test, simply click on the play button in the toolbar. From here, benchQA will run through the test script and execute the test case, failing if a failure assert is encountered. Notice how benchQA automatically interacts with the K2 smart form and populates the controls with the runtime values. Complex test scenarios can be configured by connecting test cases together. The Loop toolbar item allows testers to simulate multi-input scenarios. Once completed, benchQA displays a summary of the test outcome. Now, let's look at the test script execution of the K2 Smart Starter expense claim app. For more information or to schedule a demo, please visit www.velocity-it.com/benchqa. Thanks for watching.